Hello, welcome to the latest edition of Cantata of the Week. My name is Nicolas Robertson. I took part as choir tenor in many of the cantatas in that extraordinary year 2000. I admit I'd forgotten that this concert in Tewkesbury came the very day after a BBC prom in the Albert Hall, of the same music plus the Magnificat and an orchestral suite, as John Eliot Gardiner points out in his CD note. But I do share with JEG that sensation of being at home again in what by this time, halfway through the year, had become a modus vivendi, a natural way to pass the weeks from Sunday to Sunday. Tewkesbury is a wonderful Norman abbey with a staunch rectangular tower at the centre, built with stone from Caen in France shipped up the Severn River, and which I recall glowing warmly in the sun on the day we were there. Pleasing, therefore, that there were two French singers among the soloists, as well as a Scottish tenor, I don't mean me, and a Czech soprano. She doesn't have a solo movement in BWV 24, but can be heard to fine effect at the beginning of the fugue section of the chorus number 3, which is explicitly marked for solo voices. To hear Magdalena Kozina alone, you can listen to Cantata 177 on the same CD. The geographical spread not only of venues but also performers was one of the endless fascinations of this Millennium project. The fourth Sunday after Trinity fell in 1723 on June 20th, in the year 2000 on July 16th. BWV 24, Ein ungefärbt Gemüte, something like an unstained mind, was the third newly composed cantata of Bach's first annual cantata cycle in Leipzig. It doesn't sound at first as if it was setting out to impress. The potentially grand orchestration of two violins and violas, two oboes, oboes d'amore in the tenor aria number 5, and a clarino, natural trumpet, on top, is used fully only in the two choral numbers. But it's an example of the sort of cantata I came to love more and more during this year, rarely ostentatious, but full of absorbing detail. It's like dropping in on a conversation, which has been going on for ages and will continue. And like many conversations, at times it involves people, in this case the librettist Erdmann Neumeister, telling you things for your own good. From the beginning of the first movement, a melody of the same note repeated 6 times, it's always worth being aware not only of the top lines, but also of the bass, spreading your ears, as it were. Trinity is a long stretch of the year not marked by dramatic external events. Just time for thinking about what a Christian, what a creative life means. You can't hope or shouldn't expect to hope for sudden changes. You keep going on. And yet you can make conclusions along the way. You can sometimes bring small things to a heartwarming close, like the final major chord of the rather frantic central chorus, and the serene chorale ending to the whole piece, with its lulling repeated double notes. Hardly more than 17 minutes, but really a whole world. As such, worth hearing and rehearing. Our recordings of the Complete Bach Cantatas can be found in the SDG shop on the Monteverdi website. I wish you good listening and, of course, an unstained mind.